Hello, everybody. It's Sarah Ayler from softflexcompany.com. And I don't know what we're going to make today, but we're going to make something. We started a fall winter clearance sale today. Not because it's too late for winter. Obviously, winter just started, but we were thinking we want to get some of these supplies into your collection so that you can be creating for winter. And so we put some things on sale that we have introduced over the last couple of months. Let me go here. Hey, Gail, so glad to see you. Thank you for being here. Yeah, our winter collection is 20% off this week at softflexcompany.com. And it has some things in it that you may not think would be in it, like our magical crimping pliers, our crimps, things that we've used in our projects over the fall and winter are on the third page, like a new pair of cutters. If you need a new pair of precision cutters, those are on sale. And then we have some of the things that you would think of, like our cute little snowman set. We have just a couple of these left from Gollum Studio. There may even just be one or two. I didn't get a chance to look, but I know there's not many. The rhodonite bead mix got lost. It got taken off the website too early, and we have stock in it. So we figured that out. And I'll probably use that today. And that's where these cute little earrings came from. So before I get going, I'm going to flip it up so you can see who you're talking with. Hi, everybody. I see all of you joining me. Hi, Carmen and Marisol and Patty and Rosanna. Hey, thanks for all those great videos, Rosanna. Those have been so neat to see. I see Thomas is saying we have 2 more of the Gollum bead collections, and then a third one that I have here at the house that I can sell as well. I don't know when I'll get it back over to the office, though. I'm kind of avoiding the office. You guys all know I have a 2-year-old that's unvaccinated. And I was talking to Candy Cooper this morning, and I was saying, I don't know if it's an irrational fear or rational fear at this point, but I'm just being super careful because there's so many sick people around. And so even when I went to the office for the live sale yesterday, I was like, everybody can message me, but don't come to my office. Don't come to my office. I don't want to talk with anyone in person. But I'm just being careful. I love my kids just like I'm sure all of you do. And like I said to Candy, I picture little Jack having to go to the hospital, and it just breaks my heart. So I am doing everything I can to just be careful. And so we're having a pretty good week here at the Ayler house. We started homeschool this week. We were doing independent study last fall, but it just wasn't working for our family. So we're starting a new schedule, and it's been fantastic. I have to say, the kids seem happier. I'm happier. And my mom's happier. She lives with us and helps out. So I think we're making the right choice. But in the meantime, what do we do when we're in quarantine, when we stay home? We bead, right? And so I'm excited for today. I already kicked off my beading day, Wednesday beading day, by making an Instagram reel and TikTok. And I used some beads from that rhodonite bead mix. I don't know how we lost track of this thing. It's really, really a beautiful bead mix. And we have, I think, about 11 of them left. And somehow it got hidden on the website. So everybody thought it was sold out. And then we found them in our warehouse. So we just got them back online. And it's a stunning bead mix and bead strand. I don't have the bead strand. I think I used it already for something, but I still had the bead mix. So I'm going to play around with that today. And that's what I used to make these fun little earrings. This little heart, I think, comes in that mix. And then I also found these cute little crystals, square crystals in the mix. And so you can find this tutorial on TikTok or on our Instagram feed. I also posted it into Facebook if you want to check it out. They're so cute. This is like a non-traditional Valentine earring. So if you're not a pink and red kind of gal, maybe doing something like this would be a little bit nicer for your Valentine jewelry to have blue or even green, or you don't have to always go with those traditional colors. But super duper cute. And then that was just the tip of the iceberg in this mix. It also has these big, huge, beautiful rhodonite colored ovals. It has some of these long drops that are stunning, have a little tiny bit of purple to them. Really pretty. Let's see, we have Marisol says, those hearts in earrings are yummy. Oh, yes. Rosanna says that her mom has COVID. Oh, it's everywhere right now. I pray that she recovers from it quickly. Let's see what Marisol says here. If you love hearts, that's the pair for you. Yeah, some really, really great beads. Thank you for the encouragement. I just, if we can avoid it, let's avoid it. That's kind of my goal. Like, and for my coworkers' sake too, not just for my sake, like I don't want to give it to them either. So I got everybody in the office really good Enro filtered masks. So those came in recently, and I'm just advising everyone to kind of stick to their own space and be real careful, because I don't want to see anybody get sick. Even if you're vaccinated and boosted and it's a mild version, why get sick if you don't have to? Let's all keep each other healthy. Ooh, look at these babies in there. Okay, so I'm thinking I'm going to make something with this mix. I was also eyeing the snowman. He's still here at my house, even though I've been planning to take him back to the office. So I might use that today. We, of course, have those adorable little snowman charms, as well as a lot of other charms that you can check out on our website. And those are on sale as well. The quad is on sale. Like I said, there are some tools on sale. This beautiful labradorite is on sale. So lots and lots of options to think about. So should we make a necklace and use the snowman maybe? I think that's where I'm going to go. Let me pull this to the side so we make a little space. And pull that a little bit to the side. I was thinking about maybe adding the bail to the snowman. This poor bail, I've been demonstrating with it, so I've pulled it on and off a lot of different things. I will not be surprised if it eventually snaps here, because I keep pulling on it and pushing on it. And you know how metal is. If you keep tugging enough, eventually it work hardens and snaps. But I was thinking, how cute is that in that pendant? So good. I think I'm gonna pinch that down, and I'm just using my hands. The more you bend it, the harder it is to just use your hands. But I'll make it work. So this set is 20% off. I think Thomas said there's 3 of them left. It comes with all of these beads in the set. It is made by Gollum Studios. They are a ceramics manufacturer in Bulgaria, and they do just a really good job, as most of you know from our live sales where you've bought some of their beads. Oh goodness. Let's see. Marisol says she has a snowman obsession, and just as much as she swoons over gnomes. Oh boy. Oh, and Fern loves snowmen too. Yeah, everybody stay healthy, you know? I see some people commenting about those in their life that are not feeling well, and that is just not pleasant. Okay, so I mean, these are fantastic, but wouldn't these be just an easy earring? I mean, let me see if I think I have another jump ring here. Just take your jump rings. These were closed jump rings that I cut open. Do as I say, not as I do. I wouldn't normally do that because it does weaken them, but I didn't have any open ones to show you what I was thinking of today. So whatever. Look at that. And you've got just a cute little earring. If you want to add like a little bauble to it, you could totally add like a little crystal or something. But I mean, I think they're fantastic just like that, right? Easy. I've already got my earring done to go with my snowman necklace. I guess I should work on the snowman necklace, huh? Okay, so let's move this over here and think about what we're going to do here. I sometimes like when I have this kind of an opening, I sometimes like a bicone. I wonder how that'll sit and look. Let me pull out what color. Maybe we'll do the red wire. Since we have a lot of blue beads, will red and blue feel like, will it feel a little too 4th of July? I don't know. I have some red beads over here too from my Lunar New Year strand that I could throw in if I wanted to. That might help if I use that red wire for it to make sense. What do you guys think? Should I use the red wire or should I do more blue and just have a touch of red? Give me your vote in the comments, red or blue wire. Marisol, you're so cute. Oh, Rosanna has a lot of the Gollum beads, she said, from the live sale. Now she needs to decide what to do. Oh, I'm seeing 2 votes for blue on Facebook. Oh, lots of blue. Our blue is really pretty. Oh, Kristen votes for blue. Well, Kristen votes for blue, then that's the tipping point. She's our resident artist, so she knows what to do. This is our dark blue lapis colored beading wire. We have it in just the 019, and it comes in this quad, which is what is on sale this week if you want to grab one. The quad has 40 feet of wire, 10 feet in 4 different colors. Okay. You know, that reindeer necklace that I made right at Christmas time was so popular. That reindeer set sold out super fast. It was so cute. It had the cutest little reindeer. I had people even requesting for us to have more. So I'm torn if I want this dark blue. I could also do that. That might be kind of fun. Maybe a lighter blue. Let's see how it looks either way, and then we can kind of decide. And I also want to think about, is this metal sitting on that crystal going to chip it? Ew, that wouldn't be good. That wouldn't be. I could put something in the middle if I didn't want it to sit right on top of it. Ooh, it's kind of fun how it slips back and forth. Let me think about if there's something here that it could sit on in the center. I feel like that would make it sit wonky. Almost need like something just flat and easy. I mean, it might be okay like this. It's going to naturally fall to the center. So that's the nice part. It is really pretty having those 2 crystals kind of jet out from underneath the veil. I see Rosanna says that she puts seed beads under her bales, which is a really nice idea. And Marisol says that little reindeer guy was so adorable. He was so cute. Nothing really small and round. Or this one, but I feel like that might make it. Let's try it. Never hurts to try. That's kind of the fun of designing on the fly while you guys are here. You can see what I try, and I'm trying to get this wire to go. It's one of those hollow metal beads where it goes in one end and then it's like, are you ever going to come out the other side? There it goes finally. Please, please come out the other side. Let's see what happens here. See, I think it's going to do that. It's going to kind of slip to one side or the other, and that is going to be not great. I'm just going to leave it. I think it'll be okay. I think as long as we don't have neither of my children tug on it, which, you know, isn't completely out of the question with my children. Let's see. Do I have 4 of these in here? Because that would be amazing. No, I don't. I must have used one for something, or it got mixed into another one of my sets over here. Oh, here it is. Is that the same? Aha! Yes. Yes, I found it. Let's see how this looks if I add the red in here. Since it's such a large and in charge bead. Ooh, I don't know if I like this bright silver with the bail. I mean, I like that it's sparkly, but I feel like this bail is a little too rustic for those. That's not going to work. I mean, do you guys agree? A little too rustic for such a bright, shiny silver. Maybe what I'll do is do one of these guys, the ones that I can't get the wire to go through on either end, which will take me about 20 minutes to get done before I take them off and try something else. Let me try the other end here. Oh, it went right through. Lucky, lucky. That's interesting. I don't mind that. And then let's try this big red one and see what it looks like now. I'm wondering if I have some smaller red ones. I think they're mostly gold. I used them. I don't know if you guys caught this, but I did a TikTok and an Instagram reel last week for Softlex Company. You can find them on there. These are unwieldy when I try to hold them up. But this uses the beads up here from the Lunar New Year red strand, if you want to check that out. And then I added some pieces from Tiara Cast at the bottom that we sell on our website. They're super cute on. I mean, I think they look good here, but they're even better when you're wearing them. They're really, really lovely. So that's why I have the strand broken open, because I broke it open for that particular reason. I'm wondering if those beads on that Lunar New Year strand, though, actually match this snowman that is out of frame. The snowman a little bit better. I also have these. Ooh, I didn't even think about. I'm not looking at comments, so if you guys already suggested this and I missed it, I'm sorry. I wonder if I'm going to put a little metal. Let's try. Ooh, I like how that looks. Okay, let's get them somewhere now. That was so fun last week to have Joyce from Just Beat It on. Thank you to everyone who tuned in and is giving her and her sister April lots of support, sending them lots of love. They lost someone really important in their life, so it was nice to spend a little time with them in the new year. Ooh, this is looking good. I like this. This isn't too bad. Okay, so what comes next? I feel like I need another shot of blue, maybe, or silver. Ooh, I wonder if I should do the little cubes. Let's try them. Oh, that's interesting. This cube isn't drilled from top to bottom. I got a defunct cube in my mix. Hopefully nobody else got one of those. These bead mixes are made for us from Jesse James Beads. So if you ever find that kind of a problem where you get a bead in the mix that is messed up, they will almost always replace it. So message them and show them the bead and tell them where you bought it. And I bet they'll replace it for you. I'm going to live without it. Oh, I wonder if I should do... They're really good about that kind of stuff. I think I should do another one of those. That's kind of a neat look. Hello, Marianne. Thank you, Marisol. Marisol says, ooh, me likey. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to keep going, I think. Some more beads. Since I've got them, why not? Ooh, I could do a white bead up here too if I wanted to. Let me see how these kind of organic silvery beads look on here. I have a couple of those. Let's see if I have. I've used up some of my beads, so that's part of the issue. And then some of them got mixed in with some of the other mixed colors. But I think I just have the one, which is fine. Oh, should I do the stars? Let me see. I'm going to do the stars on one side and the plain white on the other and see how I feel. I feel like this might be too big of a bead on the back end. It's feeling a little too much. So I'm gonna save those. These little rounds from the Gollum Studios make great earrings too. They're so pretty. And this could even become its own bracelet, which would be fun to explore as well. These feel a little Christmassy to me, but I'm gonna try them on here just to see how they're feeling. They're not too bad. No look in the camera. They feel a little big as well. I might be just done with this design. Sometimes I will keep putting stuff on and be like, yeah, I don't really want that on there. I think I might be done. I think it's perfect, just the way it is. So I'm going to crimp it off and decide how to finish it off. So why don't we do a claspless design today? And the way you would do that, let me make sure the wires are big enough to go over. Well, not quite long enough. Let me pick a clasp instead, because that's not going to work well. All right. My big tote of findings. You guys want to see my mess of findings? Whoa. How are you organizing your findings these days? I'm sure you've got a better system than me. My system is not great right now. I think I will go with just a lobster clasp and grab one of those jump rings, wherever those went. Closed jump rings. Here they are. I agree, Kristen. Yeah, you must find this a lot in painting, Kristen. That if you're not feeling like you want any more, it's okay to stop and let it be minimal. And it brings focus to the pendant too. And Rosanna's suggesting braiding. She loves what the braiding looks like in the back. I totally agree. The braiding's really nice. Marianne says her findings are dumped in a plastic shoebox. So I feel like I'm one step above you at this, Marianne, but not that much further removed. And Cynthia says, I like that better. It looks good with the snowman. Oh, good. I'm glad you're liking how it's coming out. Very good. Okay, so yeah, I can do some braiding. I'm wondering if I should braid 3 colors. I don't have much of the blue left, but I bet I have some in the bag. But I have the blue here already anyway. I could add the red and the bone and braid 3 colors together. Let's try that. So I'm going to get out a piece of red that is about the length of my blue. And I'm going to cut 2 pieces, 1 for each side. And then I'm going to do the same with this beautiful bone color, one of my favorite Softluxe colors. You could also use the white, but the quad is kind of a nice, handy mixture of all 4. And I'm cutting 2 of the bone as well. So I have 2, 1 for each side. Okay, and then I'm going to take my 2 by 2 millimeter Softluxe crimp tube, and I'm going to string it. So right now it's kind of in the center, which is where I want it to be. I'm just going to take this little bead stopper and just hold it in place and work on one side at a time. So I see this has a pretty big hole on the end, so that may cause me an issue when I'm crimping. So what I might do is just kind of look through and see, is there a bead I can add there on the end? That's just smaller. Might even grab one from over here. I have a little bit of a leftover bead mix, and one of these little silver beads would work well. It's basically like a stopper. It has a smaller hole that is going to make sure they're the same color. A smaller hole that is going to stop that crimp from sliding inside of the bead. So I'm going to do that first. String that little stopper on. It can just be a simple little bead that goes along with the design. And then I can string on my 2 by 2 millimeter Softluxe crimp tube, and I will grab 1 of each of those colors that I want to add for my braid. And kind of put those little tips together so that they can string inside of that crimp tube as well, like that. And then I'm going to bring the 2 wires and the crimp down to my bead. This side doesn't matter so much if it's right up against the bead. The second side is kind of the trickier side for that. But you know, again, it's always good to leave a little bit of breathing room and space for your beads to kind of move around. No worries if it's not perfectly snug against the bead. Okay, so I'm trying to bring this up a little bit closer. I've got my magical crimpers here, which have a little notch on both sides that's identical. I'm going to center my 2x2 millimeter crimp tube and compress to create a little 4-corner ravioli. And then I'm going to come in sideways and compress in those 4 corners and just go around. You can totally use a regular pair of crimping pliers if you want. Maybe add a crimp cover if you want it to have this rounded look. That is an option too. And always kind of give it a tug. Make sure it's all cinched in there. And then you can see those 2 wires are kind of easily sticking out. I'm just going to slide my cutter up next to my crimp and then kind of cover, especially if you're not wearing glasses, so that those little wires don't go flying at you or someone else. And then I've got all 3 colors ready to braid. So I'm going to move some of this stuff now that we know what we're making. I still need that. I'm going to move some of these things over here so we have just a little more finishing space. Okay, now I'm going to do some braiding just like you would braid hair. I'm going to go left over the middle and then right over the middle, left over the middle. Now you could choose to do one color if you wanted to. You could make it all dark blue, or if you were doing red, you could do 3 strands of red. I am using a 2x2 millimeter Softflex crimp tube. They have very thick, strong walls. They're made out of sterling silver, copper, gold filled, or we also have a black oxidized, which is sterling silver and has been oxidized to a black color. So let me bring this up so you can kind of see how that's looking. It's a really nice combination of those Pantone, the 2021 fall winter Pantone colors. So a couple things coming up I want to remind you about. We've got our Galentine's Day party. We have a handful of the black and silver kits left. We have the supply kit. Jesse James Beads has the bead kit. Kristen, is it next Monday they need to sign up to get their Galentine's Valentine? We're doing an exchange, a bracelet exchange. You will be paired with someone out there. You can attend the party and you'll see them there. You'll know who they are before the party and get to know them a little bit. And then you will make them a bracelet and they will make you a bracelet. Sign-ups have to be in by Monday. And I think you're supposed to get both kits from us and Jesse James Beads to participate. So Jesse James Beads put some really cool beads together for the event. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be 4 designers doing 4 different projects from the kits. So you can make along with us or you can make your own design. It's totally up to you. And I think with the bracelets, you can use your own beads or beads from the kits, is my understanding. I'm going to let this go just a little bit. So I've got all 3 wires. I'm going to grab a crimp tube, same size crimp tube. So we have that coming up. That's coming up next, not this coming, but next week on Thursday and Friday. And it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to keep the blue since that was the main color we were using. I'm going to string my lobster clasp just on that blue and send it back in. If it does not fit back into your crimp tube, sometimes 4 wires can be tricky. You can always crimp off the 3 wires and then do a second crimp to attach your clasp to just one of them. So that is an option. But this time 4 wires went through, no big deal. So I'm just going to keep the 1 crimp, and I'm using those same magical crimpers to compress my crimp. And Kristen and I both are part of the exchange, so you can join us. We have a live sale going right now. The part 1 is pinned to the top of our Softflex company page. Both parts are featured in our Facebook group in the featured section if you're looking for one or the other. The sale will run through Thursday night at midnight. We have a lot of really good stuff in this sale. Some very high quality things that Rosa has just short stranded from Mike's collection. Lots of really, really pretty things. So make sure you check out both parts. And I'm going to finish up this little design here so we can see how it turned out. Yeah, we've got a lot coming up. We also will have our Great Bead Extravaganza kit going on sale for the February event next Wednesday. So a week from today, if you love to get in on those Great Bead Extravaganza kits and make with us, and that will be the time to grab it next Wednesday. And the February, oops, I forgot the bead. Forgot the stopper bead. Glad I noticed. He's such a cute snowman. I agree. I lost my crimp bead too. There it goes. We're really excited. We had our monthly meeting last night with all the folks over at the Great Bead Extravaganza. Everyone's super excited. We have some new things planned that we've never done before. It's going to be a lot of fun. What are the dates on that? I think it's like the 17th and 18th, Kristen. Maybe you can look for me. So one thing I'm definitely going to do on this design is I'm going to make sure that I hold this sort of in a circle when I crimp it. And the reason is that it will put in some natural flexibility in the design. If you crimp it straight and pull this really tight, when I go to bend it, it's not going to want to bend, especially where these big crystals are. So making sure that I have that flexibility in there is key. And then I'm going to go ahead and crimp. So if you are having some COVID fatigue, if you are stuck at home all alone and bored, if you are, it's cold and you're just not going out because it's just too dang cold, we have some great events coming up online where you can do them right from your own home. It's going to be a whole lot of good times. So grab your kits. Get your Galentine's kit now because that one's first. And then next week, get your Tucson kit. And virtual Tucson is what we're calling it. We're gonna all take you to Tucson, even though we don't get to go. And most of you don't get to go. Some of you live there, so you're there. A lot of us canceled our trips to Tucson again because it's just too much right now. Too much going on. You know what's great about these beads too? They fit over a braid like this, like a charm. They really are quite lovely. I did a really nice bracelet with some beads like this over Christmas time. And I loved how they slid over the big crimp. Tracy, where is our name listed as a vendor? We don't have a booth we weren't intending to go with a booth anyway. I'd love to know where that's at. The Tucson event is actually like a multiple shows that go over the course of a few weeks, but most of them happen right at the beginning of February. So, and a lot of them are outdoors. So I was still contemplating going, but like I said, I have a 2-year-old that's unvaccinated, and it felt like it wasn't working out. Colors of the Stone. Yeah, we're not at a show. We're not signed up for a show. We probably do have an advertisement in the big show guide, but we aren't signed up for a show. We haven't vended at a Tucson show in quite some time. I'm gonna go just a little tiny bit further. This is always the tricky part, is getting that kind of perfect sort of length here. One more. Okay. Grab. Yeah, that's interesting. Did you see us listed on their website? So we'll have to check into that because we are not at that show. Huh. Okay. Can you, do that, please, Thomas? Because we don't want people to think we're going to be there when we're definitely not going to be there. Okay, that looks pretty good. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I could add a closed jump ring. I think I'll do that. Or I could just make my own Softflex loop, either way. And I should be able to go back in because I could on the other side. So hopefully I can find a little opening here that'll let me go through. If you're having a difficult time getting the Softflex to go through, sometimes you can kind of push it through with your plier. Just needs a little bit of assistance, and then pull it through once you get a little piece coming out like that. I'm just going to kind of match up my two places, and then I can go ahead and crimp. I'm so glad you said something, Tracy. That's really, really helpful. Thank you. And Thomas will look into that and see why we're listed still. We haven't done it in years. I was contemplating going to Tucson just to buy beads, for all of you. Kate had a really nice suggestion, Kate from Bead Shop, about making virtual appointments. So I might do that still. And then we'll have our virtual Tucson, where some of us will have bought things from people in Tucson. We just won't have been there. It's the way that kind of works out. There we go. We've got a cute little design. It's going to hang really nicely in this little braided wire, and super cute little snowman guy. Very, very nice. Thanks for helping me make a really fun little winter design today. You can check out these earrings on Instagram Reels or on TikTok if you prefer. Don't miss our winter clearance sale and get some of those fun winter things in your collection so that you can still make for winter while winter is happening. Oh, it looks like we sold out of the snowman, although I do have one here. I might break it open, but you might have to wait for it because I'm not going to the office next week. We'll see. Maybe one of you can barter me out of it. Thank you, Gail. Thanks for always being here and being so supportive, Gail. That's really, you're such a sweetheart. And Lois, thank you too for being here and being supportive. And of course, Fern. So nice. Michelle, I really appreciate all of you being here. And Happy New Year. I hope you guys are having a really great year. I don't know. Have you guys done a word of the year yet? I chose mine. But I don't know if I'm going to tell you. I was thinking about asking Kristen. I didn't get a chance yet. I was going to ask Kristen if she wanted to do a coffee and craft wire and maybe make something based on our word of the year. I don't know if she has hers chosen yet. And Amanda says she's still working on hers. Maybe we can have a little meetup, crafty meetup, and talk about our words of the year and maybe even make something sort of based on that word. Yeah, Lois. Yeah, sometimes people choose a word of the year. It's just something they kind of want to manifest into their year. Maybe something they're missing and looking for, maybe something they want more of. Oh, and Kristen has a paint along planned on January 23rd. Well, I'm going to try to talk you into a coffee and craft wire, Kristen. So look on the calendar and figure out a Friday that will work for that. And we can talk about our words of the year and then maybe make something that in a jewelry form that feels like a good reminder of that word that maybe we can wear when we're feeling like it's hard to capture that word in our day-to-day life. We can put it on and remind ourselves. Maria says coffee and craft wire sounds good too. It's so fun. I love doing coffee and craft wire. We normally have just done it for our Great Bead Extravaganza takeovers. We're not doing takeovers leading up to Tucson. So because everyone's just so busy. So maybe we could do one. Kristen says, although my power symbol is still in process. I do plan to use gemstones for her word symbol. Oh, okay. Well, don't give away too much. So I think a coffee and craft wire is in order. We'll pick a Friday that works and make it happen. And we'll see you guys there. And then I'll tell you what my word is. My word came right to me this year. I didn't even have to think about it a lot. I was just like, that is what I'm looking for everywhere in life. So it was some years I've struggled trying to figure out what the word is. But this year it was just easy. All right. I love all of you. Thank you for being here with me. You can, of course, find all of the stuff I was using today that isn't sold out at softflexcompany.com and have a fantastic week. Kristen will be back next Monday. And I don't know what time because she's changed her time a couple times and I'm baffled by it. I think it's 1 p.m. Pacific. Is that right? You guys probably know better than I do. I'm usually wrangling kids on Mondays, so I don't always get to watch. Yeah, so Kristen will be back Monday. I will be back Wednesday. Don't miss the live sale. It's open through tomorrow night. And you've changed it more than once. I swear you have. Kristen's saying, for those who aren't on Facebook, it's been changed just once. I'm like, I swear it's been changed more than that. Like once every year, I think is when Kristen changes it. Anyway, I love all of you guys. You can shop on our website, which is softflexcompany.com. You can catch Kristen at 1 p.m. Pacific on Monday. I'll be back here next Wednesday at 3. All right. Thanks for being here with me today. Have a great day, guys. Bye.